Which is more catastrophic, the eruption of the Yellowstone volcano or a tsunami? This is a question that stirs the curiosity of many. On one hand, we have the mighty Yellowstone volcano, a sleeping giant nestled in the heart of the United States. Its eruption could cast a wide shadow of destruction, affecting multiple states and even having global implications. On the other hand, we have tsunamis, formidable and unstoppable walls of water that primarily wreak havoc along coastlines, swallowing up everything in their path. These two disasters, although differing in nature, share one common trait: the potential for catastrophic devastation. But to truly understand which of these forces of nature holds the title for being more disastrous, we need to delve deeper into their characteristics and potential impacts. So, buckle up as we prepare to dissect these two forces of nature to understand their true impact. Firstly, let's look at the geographical impact of these two disasters. An eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano could span multiple states and even influence the global climate with its ash and sulfur dioxide emissions. On the other hand, a tsunami's devastation is primarily coastal, swamping low-lying areas and wreaking havoc along shorelines. So while a Yellowstone eruption has broader geographical implications, a tsunami's impact is more concentrated but equally destructive. Clearly, both disasters have the potential to affect vast areas, albeit in different ways. Next, let's talk about how often these disasters occur and the potential casualties they could cause. Major eruptions from the Yellowstone volcano are like mythical beasts, rare yet devastating. These geological monsters awaken every several 100,000 to a few million years. But when they do, the potential loss of life can be staggering, depending on factors like population density and how effectively we respond. On the other hand, tsunamis are more like seasonal storms. They occur more frequently, often triggered by underwater earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. Coastal regions, particularly those within the Pacific Ring of Fire, are especially vulnerable. Tsunamis can cause sweeping loss of life, particularly in densely populated coastal areas. The speed and force of tsunami waves can outpace even the best-laid evacuation plans, leading to high casualties. While Yellowstone eruptions are rare, their impact can be immense, just like the more frequently occurring tsunamis. Lastly, let's delve into the long-term consequences of these disasters. A Yellowstone eruption could disrupt ecosystems, damage the environment, and impact agriculture due to ashfall, with potential global climate effects from volcanic ash and gas emissions. On the other hand, tsunamis can displace populations, damage infrastructure and coastal ecosystems, causing economic repercussions for affected regions. These impacts linger, changing the face of the affected areas for years to come. Both disasters leave a lasting impact, affecting life and land long after the initial event. So, which is more disastrous, the Yellowstone volcano or a tsunami? Well, it's not a simple answer. Both these natural calamities hold the potential for immense destruction. The Yellowstone volcano, with its rare but catastrophic eruptions, could affect vast territories and even impact our global climate. A tsunami, although more localized, can wreak havoc on coastal regions with its powerful waves, causing extensive casualties and damage. The frequency of these events also varies. Major Yellowstone eruptions are infrequent, occurring over hundreds of thousands to millions of years, while tsunamis, triggered by underwater disturbances, occur more regularly. In terms of potential casualties, both can lead to significant loss of life, depending on various factors like population density and effectiveness of evacuation measures. The long-term consequences of both disasters can be profound, affecting ecosystems, agriculture, infrastructure, and economies. The answer isn't straightforward. Both have the potential to be incredibly destructive in their own ways. What's crucial is our readiness to mitigate their effects and adapt in their aftermath.